So New York Attorney General Letitia James and the Fire Department of New York Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh are both currently letting the people of New York City and New York in general, and the rest of the world, honestly, know that the First Amendment right does not matter to them. Your First Amendment right does not matter to them, especially if you boo one of them. And if you happen to be a Trump supporter on top of that. Let me explain to you what happened. So this just came out a few hours ago. There was a St. Patrick's Day parade in the city of New York City, NYC, if you will. And it says here, this is from the New York Post. FDNY Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh jeered at NYC St. Patrick's Day parade after a call to hunt down New York Attorney General Letitia James's hecklers. Right? I mean, the title alone lets you know that your First Amendment right is in the crapper when it comes to how Laura Kavanaugh and Letitia James both feel. Now, New York City Fire Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh was heckled at the city's annual St. Patrick's Day parade after her department vowed to go after Trump-supporting FDNY members who booed New York Attorney General Letitia James at a promotion ceremony. "You suck," yelled one protester at Kavanaugh as she marched past the Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue on Saturday. This is according to a video that was obtained by Fox News, FYI. "Firefighters are the hunters," he screamed. Now, after she passed, city service members were seen waving and giving thumbs ups to the loud group as they repeatedly chanted former Donald President Trump's name. Some even stopped to shake their hands. This is according to a video that, again, Fox News had, but here is just one of the pictures because I don't have the video, but there is one of the pictures there. And then, of course, these are the people that they are complaining about, that they are saying are problematic because they are cheering for Trump, right? Now, according to this, the Post did reach out to FDNY for comment on the demonstrators and did not get a reply. The angry outburst from the protesters comes after a chorus of smoke eaters mercilessly hailed James with boos and cheered for the ex-president when she took the stage at a department promotion ceremony at the Christian Cultural Center in Brooklyn on March 7th. You guys have probably heard about what happened there. In response, FDNY Chief of Department John Hodgins sent an email to agency heads warning that the department's Bureau of Investigation and Trials, BITS for short, plan to hunt down those involved. BITS, or BITS, I don't know if you're supposed to say it or spell it, whatever, is investigating this so they will figure out who the members are, Hodgins said in the email which was obtained by the New York Post. "I recommend they come forward. I've been told by the commissioner it'll be better for them if they come forward and we don't have to hunt them down." So here is a little picture there of the people being booed at the parade, just so we're all fully aware. Now, elected officials, union leaders, and civil rights lawyers blasted the directive as being authoritarian. That's right? It sounds weird, but that's right. Authoritarian, yes. Claiming it would be unconstitutional and violate free speech laws. Hodgins later walked back on his comments in an email to battalion chiefs on Tuesday, admitting that using hunt was a poor choice of words. "It was not meant to be taken literally and was never uttered by anyone on the executive staff," he wrote. "Specifically, there was not and is not an investigation into members booing." Hodgins said in the email that it was not the booing that was the issue, but the allegations of other violations of department regulations, without further explaining or giving any insight as to what that could possibly be, because we all know it was about the booing. FDNY on Friday declined to explain what those violations were. The department also refused to say how many firefighters or others at the ceremony, if any, had come forward voluntarily or been disciplined in any way. James was invited to speak at the event to honor her friend, the Reverend Pamela Holmes, who was being sworn in as the department's second female chaplain and the first black woman to hold that title. The Attorney General, of course, has drawn the ire of Trump supporters since bringing a civil fraud case against the 45th president. Last month, her office won a $454 million civil fraud judgment against Trump, who was found guilty of inflating his wealth by billions in order to secure favorable loans from banks and investors to grow his real estate empire. An appeals court has allowed Trump to stay at the helm of the family company and apply for loans from Empire State Banks to help post the bond. Now, the big deal about this is, we are a country who is supposed to be running off of our Constitution, right? Your First Amendment free speech, your Second Amendment right to bear arms, all the other amendments that are out there. We have a ton of them. But the fact that this woman is so butthurt that people booed her, that she wants to basically have their heads on a platter, that says a lot. You got to have a little bit thicker skin there, boo-boo, if you're going to be the person out there, you know, trying to go after Donald Trump, number one, but also you're the face of I mean, you're the attorney general. What do you expect? People are going to dislike you no matter what. You trying to get people who literally put their life on the line to save lives like hers, like yours, like whatever, is absolutely stupid going after them. These are the firemen, the firewomen of New York City who help keep the place safe, and you want to go after them because they booed you, because they don't like what you've done to somebody? They're sticks and stones, my dear. Like, are you serious? Can you imagine if walking down the street and somebody booed me and I had the ability to call the police and have them arrested because they hurt my little feelings because somebody booed me? Y'all, we would all be in jail. We have all at some point made a face, made a noise, booed somebody, given somebody the middle finger in traffic, like all kinds of things. And if we become the country where hurt feelings means that you can go after somebody, what's the point? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And for Laura Kavanaugh to not be on the side of her department, of the people on her department, and instead be on the side of Letitia James, the New York attorney general, whatever, is, in my opinion, stupid. Like, these men and women are literally putting their lives on the line for the city. And if they want to boo somebody, let them boo somebody. Now, there's going to be people out there who don't agree with that. They're going to say, well, it's unprofessional, blah, 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 blah. A lot of the things people do are unprofessional. I have made faces at bosses in the past, probably when they weren't looking, but you know what I'm saying? I have booed people. I have thought nice thoughts about people. It is what it is. It is human nature. But to go after these men and women for headhunter, like hunt them down, poor choice of words, number one. And then to turn around and say, oh no, we're not going after them for that. It's for something else. Bullshit. Like, come on, seriously. It's because Letitia James got her feelings hurt and she wanted it to be some big thing and she was going to be the proud one to introduce the next chaplain or whatever else, first black woman, which is a big deal. That's really cool. But at the same time, if you spend your days witch hunting over people who don't like you, you're never going to actually do your job, which she's not doing a very good job of it anyway. If all she wants to do is go after Trump and people who support him, it pretty much says that she sucks, right? But this, if for any reason, the state of New York allows New York City to go after these men and women on the FDNY, which has always been weird to me. FDNY, but NYPD. Why is it Fire Department New York and not NYFD, like New York Police Department? Anyway, totally off topic, just curious about that. If they allow them to go after somebody for booing, it's going to set a major precedence for other cities, maybe Democratic cities, maybe Republican, maybe liberal, or independent. Who knows what cities are going to follow suit, but probably not red ones. I'm not going to lie. But if they allow them to go after them for booing and anything comes of it, like any of these men or women get a slap on the wrist, get some sort of citation, have to pay a fine, lose their jobs, man, you thought the boycotts and the angry people over like truckers for Trump and, you know, the verdict over Trump and everything else was bad. It would get absolutely, in my opinion, hellacious there if you were to go after the men and women who literally put their lives on the line to save your buildings, to save your homes, to save your animals, your pets, your family, your whatevers, to go after them because they booed somebody. We as a country have got to have bigger things to deal with than that. That is like the bottom, that's not even the bottom of the totem pole. That's like underneath the ground. It's like not even important. And yet here we are, it being a thing where, sorry, my eye itches, they want to go after those men and women. It's absolutely ridiculous to me. And it is telling, very telling, that what they think of your freedom of speech, their freedom of speech, or lack of. Because that is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I'm very proud of myself right now because I have not sneezed, I have not coughed, I have not sniffled. I don't know what has happened in the past 24, 48 hours, if the pollen count went through the friggin' roof or what, but I have been just all kinds of messed up last night and today. Yesterday was beautiful here. Today after 3 o'clock, we're supposed to be prepared for severe storms with the potential for, you know, severe lightning and hail and storm gusts and winds and all kinds of stuff. Absolutely crazy the way the weather has been. Right now it's fine. and then it's going to get awful. I know just last Thursday, there were those storms that went through the Midwest that went from, I think, Texas to Pennsylvania. And you had the tornadoes that went through Ohio, Indiana. Y'all, I'm sorry, I don't remember the third state that got hit with the tornado, but I know Ohio got hit pretty bad. They're still trying to clean up from the tornadoes that went through Thursday, Friday. They're still working on that cleanup. I know some people died. I think 3 people died in Ohio from those tornadoes. And it's just, again, it's crazy the way the weather is up and down, like a little, man-made roller coaster, if you will. So there's that. Anyway, I'm curious. I don't really normally talk like super politics and this stuff over here. I haven't talked really about Letitia James. I haven't talked about, what's her name, Fannie Willis. I haven't done any of this stuff because there's a lot of people already doing it. But today, this one, I felt the need to speak on because going after your First Amendment right for literally the dumbest reason possible makes absolutely no sense to me and really shows me just how far up their butts people have their heads. And by people, I mean Letitia James and Laura Kavanaugh. Like, their heads are so far up their butts that they could probably see out through their neck. I don't know where that was going. But anyway, y'all know what I mean. Either way, the attack on freedom of speech, your First Amendment rights, is absolutely ridiculous in New York City. So that is all. Don't travel to New York City and boo anything, because then who knows, you end up in the slammer. Oh, y'all. Ugh. The plus to not wearing makeup is that you can rub your hands all over your face whenever you need to. My face is just like itchy. Again, I think maybe it's like extra pollen lately. Who knows? But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I'll be back with more stuff. There's a few things I want to talk to y'all about outside of the New York Attorney General and, how dumb she is. There's other stuff. So I'll be back later with that. But now it's time to go to the gym. And then that's it. Okay. I love y'all. I'll see you later. Bye, Squirrel Tribe.